And like, yeah, don't trust the government. I know that's the conservative ideology. But also, like, why are we promoting big business instead? These corporations that want to horribly come into our personal lives. I think that's pretty awful.
Yeah, what businesses?
Oh my God. I can't speak to personal big businesses. Yeah, I'm uninformed on that in general.
What's the worst thing he's done so far that would warrant an F-?
What about deporting innocent people?
Deporting innocent people, yeah.
Yeah, all of his crimes, the like 34 felonies or whatever.
Okay.
Raping women, I would say. That's pretty awful.
Okay. Who has he raped?
Oh, I can't say, I don't know any names.
Why would you tell students not to talk to me at all?
I gotta get to my car, I'm so sorry.
I'm coming with you. Why would you tell students in a conservative organization that they can't talk to me? They're just students. They don't work for Turning Point. They're just in the club. Why can't they talk to me?
I'm sorry, but I gotta get to my car, so thanks for coming.
This is like a leftist. This is what leftists do when they're confronted. We're at UCF in Florida. A few years ago, you guys remember, I was chased into an Einstein Bagels because the liberals on this campus could not stand that I was here.
Boy, secure that building right
there. Now, they're too scared to talk to me. So let's see if any of them can defend their opinions and what they think about Trump. Let's go.
Do it for state! Do it for state!
Hey there! Hey there, that's cute. I'm just gonna stop talking. I'm not gonna say anything else. So I asked him what the climate was on his campus. Could you give us the weather today?
It's hot. It's really hot.
Yeah. Are you from Florida?
I'm from Baltimore.
Yeah, it's gonna get a lot hotter than this.
Yeah, it's been I'm used to cold, so
yeah.
It's nice.
Like a grading system, A through F. What grade would you give him?
F? Well, as he had mentioned.
You're like,
no, I would say, as of this moment, you know, with the entire stock market crashing, I'd say he's kind of leaning towards a D at the current moment. Okay. Who knows, maybe this is some long-winded plan that none of us can see. But as of this current moment, it's gotta be a D, because he's literally failing the country to a degree.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, if he's got some hidden plan that's it's gonna bring like an upswing on it, then it'll be good. But right now, it's like a D.
You're asking people today if they could grade Donald Trump, like if he were like a student in your classroom. What grade would you give him in his first 100 days?
Is this a trick question?
No, it's if you were a teacher and he was your student, what would you put on his report card to send back home to mom?
F-, man. Yeah.
For a grade for what, though?
Like if he were your student, like if you want to grade him on the job he's done his presidency, right? Anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like you for unsatisfactory,
yes,
right?
Yes.
Yeah, probably a C.
A C. Okay,
yeah.
so he said F- and you said a C.
Yeah.
Okay, why in the middle and not an F-?
Well, I mean, I consider a C really bad either way.
Not as bad as an F-.
Just because, like, Trump's at least a person, and I'm not gonna just, like, his beliefs, at least for me, his beliefs are interesting, and he's causing a lot of fights over the world, but he's still a person, so yeah. That's all I could say.
And you're like, I don't care one bit, I'm failing him. He is not moving on.
You're good.
Oh my God.
Okay, so you identify as a pirate.
I like this conversation.
Today, sure.
Today, I love that. Today you're identifying as a pirate. Yeah, so you're like, are you a student here?
I am a student here.
Okay. What would a pirate grade President Trump's first 100 days in office coming up?
Pirate. Like, what kind of pirate though? Because like, there's those are like Jack Sparrow, and then like actual like live pirates who raid places and stuff. Like,
so which one are you?
The one that just looks cool.
Yeah, I do admit you do look pretty cool.
Thank you.
Yeah. So what would you give President Trump if you were grading him on a scorecard? What would you give him for his first nearly 100 days in office?
Like 1 out of 10?
Yeah, we can do that.
Personally, maybe like a 3.
A 3.
Like, I'm not a huge fan.
What do you think about Trump's first 100 days in office that's coming up? Good job, Trump?
Who's Trump?
You don't know who Trump is?
No.
She's joking with me, right? You don't know who Donald Trump is?
I don't know what it's talking about right now.
Wait, Donald, isn't that the guy from Disney?
Yes.
The little duck.
Yes, so he won the presidency. How do you think Donald Duck is doing as the president?
I haven't been up to it, Doug.
But you know he won the election.
Who?
Donald.
Really? No, I didn't know.
Okay. Well, you know more about me than you do who the president is. Why are your lips shaking? You okay?
What?
You're shaking. You okay?
I had a coffee a minute ago.
Yeah, you gotta tone down on that caffeine. That could be bad for your heart. Yeah, that's good. F.
Awful. F all the way down.
F minus.
Oh, so like not even like he's not going on
Expelled? Can he be expelled?
deported.
Right. You know what? Yeah. See,
Where would you send him?
anywhere but here. Antarctica.
In the ice. Put him on ice.
Put him on ice. Put him on ice.
Yeah, absolutely. What's the worst thing he's done so far that would warrant an F minus?
What about
Deporting innocent people.
Deporting innocent people. Yeah.
Yeah, all of his crimes, the like 34 felonies or whatever.
Okay.
Raping women, I would say that's pretty awful.
Okay. Who has he raped?
I can't say. I don't know any names, but there are more allegations.
Yeah. More allegations than.
Allegations.
Okay. All right. Is there anything he's done that you would say he's done a good job on?
In the past, maybe.
Like his first term?
His first term, maybe.
Okay.
There's some things that come to mind, but nothing currently.
Okay. Okay. No? Nothing?
I can't think of any positives.
Give me a little hop and a skip if you think he's done a good job. All right, so yeah, we're a Trump fan. Yeah? High five. All right, high five. Okay. Do you know what it says without reading it?
It should say, women fear me, fish fear me, men turn their eyes away from me as I walk, no beast dares make a sound in my presence, I am alone on this barren earth.
Okay, go on. What's that mean? In a fish?
It's just a funny hat from the internet.
It's just a funny hat from the internet. All right. Thank you, Mr. Hatman. What grade would you give him for this job so far?
I'd probably say like a C at the moment, just because like I'm like a guy who likes to give people time in terms of just like what stuff is going on, and like you said, he's only been in here for like 100 days, so he still has like 3.5 years or 3 and a little over years to go. So we'll see how it goes, you know. But yeah, just something like that.
What are some of the things he's done that you think are good so far?
I mean, I'm not the most educated when it comes to like politics, but I know like the market is slowly or like quickly going down, but I know that we're kind of going to enter like a recession, and so basically we're going to be just come back from it, hopefully regain from it. So yeah, it's just kind of like the long-term idea of it. Like I said, I don't know exactly what I'm talking about, but I think it's like on the track of it. So yeah.
Are you a student here?
Not currently.
Oh, you're not currently. Okay, how old are you?
I'm 17.
You're 17. All right. You're looking for your future university, right?
Yes,
okay.
ma'am.
What major do you want to go into?
Math.
Math. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Fun. Trump's first 100 days are coming up.
All right.
How would you grade him in his job so far?
So far, I'd say the idea of putting Elon Musk in the cabinet was a good one. I like the idea of less unnecessary government spending. Yeah, although I do understand that Doge has been getting rid of a lot of jobs, and people are very upset about that. So it's both good and bad. Yeah.
I mean, I would say a B. He's doing a lot of executive orders. He's lucky enough to have a pretty packed Republican Congress. I mean, it's hard for him though because there's so much pushback from the media, and I mean the tariffs. It's going to get worse before it gets better. You know, it's hard for him, and it's hard for everybody because we're so decisive. You know, everybody has different opinions. I'm not his biggest fan. In fact, I'm right in the middle. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, he's doing his best. It's hard, you know what I mean?
Hi guys. Someone went by and said you guys are huge fans.
Please don't record.
Well, you're on a public camera. What? So why would they say you're huge fans of me? You guys are so scared. Every single time they'll form these little groups or they'll say comments passing by. So I go up and I'm like, hey, wait, what's wrong? What's going on? What did you say about me? They walk away. They cannot defend themselves. They're gonna spend time talking about me, but won't actually engage with me face to face. The tides have turned so much. I think it's because they don't have mob mentality anymore. Conservatism is getting popular on college campuses, and I'm very, very excited about that. What's the worst thing he's done?
I think tanking the economy lately. I think caging children, Mexican children at the borders is pretty f***ing bad. Excuse my language. Sorry. Yeah, I really I'm getting worked up. That's all. Cause
You're super calm. No, you're doing a great job. So you really don't like his immigration policy?
I don't like his immigration policy. I don't like his foreign policy. I think making enemies out of our closest neighbors is not very cool.
Salvador, the president of El Salvador loves him. He took all the illegal aliens, the criminal aliens who did some really heinous crimes. He's like, send them over here. We don't want to deal with that either.
Right.
So he's made an ally, and he negotiates with Mexico, the Remain in Mexico policy, right? So he's going okay with them.
He's called the president of Canada. I'm paraphrasing here, but he's called the prime minister, the president of Canada, a moron multiple times. He's trying to invade Greenland with J.D. Vance, that clown. Elon Musk is doing his horrible Doge and firing tons of federal workers that make this place run.
What do you guys think about some of his executive orders, or people are saying are really common sense, like saying there's only 2 genders, and that if you're a man, you cannot become a woman, or if you're going to put tariffs on us, we're going to tariff you? Is that fair? Or are those things no, those aren't good things?
I think for the first couple things, it's really none of his business, so I feel like he shouldn't have a say in it.
Okay.
And the tariffs, it's just gonna backfire.
Okay.
It's gonna go from taxing them to us spending more because they're retaliating. So either way, it's gonna end up bad.
Perfect.
Yeah, if the more tariffs he puts on, the more expensive they're gonna make. Other countries are gonna make their products. So then we still end up paying more money. And with the whole 2 genders thing, he put out that executive order, and now everyone is considered a woman, because he does not know the biology that makes the difference between the sexes, male and female. So then everyone's a woman, and it backfired.
I feel like he's doing it on purpose. I feel like he's trying to take advantage of the stock market with it crashing, just to pump in a bunch more now that it's low, so when it rises back up with the next president, just make a ton of money.
Okay.
So I don't think...
Do you think he's doing an inside job there?
Yeah, I think he's doing it on purpose. I don't think he's throwing these tariffs out and crashing it on accident or whatever.
Yeah.
So,
do you think that would help Republicans if he were doing this on purpose to hurt everything for his own personal gain?
The rich ones.
The rich ones?
The rich ones.
Okay. Even the rich people are losing a ton of money right now. Everyone's losing.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
Bad.
But
I don't know. I guess maybe just Donald Trump's friends and there's people he's working with. I don't.
Yeah, Donald Trump is like, hey besties, I'm going to crash the market.
You guys are
Yeah. I thought you were going to tell
sell
me
your stocks
something.
now. I'm going to crash it, then we go buy it up after.
Okay.
That genuinely could be. I don't know for sure. Obviously, it's.
So you take your substance, anything, you dilute it in a little bit of water, and you put the strips in, and it tells you if it's laced or not.
Okay.
So
what substance would we want to test for fentanyl?
Anything. Some people test weed. I know cocaine's an issue on this campus, so they could test their cocaine to make sure they're not laced, and wear a harm reduction. So we know we're not going to be able to stop the drugs, so do it safely.
Okay.
And
Do your cocaine safely, everybody.
yeah, do it safely.
Yeah, all right. Thank you for those inspiring words out here. Appreciate it. All right, thanks.
Of course, would you like some?
Nope, I'm not doing cocaine.
And don't trust the government. I know that's the conservative ideology. But also, why are we promoting big business instead? These corporations that want to horribly come into our personal lives. I think that's pretty awful.
Yeah, what businesses?
I can't speak to personal big businesses. Yeah, I'm uninformed on that in general. But I'm still I'm still really against the Project 2025. Yes, these are the.
Has anything come true about Project 2025?
Quite a bit.
What?
And again, this is all stuff you can find out online. This is easily researchable.
Of course.
What
has come true so far?
So, thank you.
You don't want to comment, or actually nothing from this Project 2025 hasn't come true? None of it's come true. What are you talking about? Okay, I just want to know how Project 2025 has come true at all. All right, I did like his fingernails though. Those were cute. Hi. Are you scared of someone with a conservative opinion? Oh, thank you. Why are the liberals so scared of me on this campus?
I don't know. I ask myself a lot, like, liberals, they complain about, taxing the rich and all this money, so you think, oh, they must not have a lot of money, but it's a shit ton of money to come here, so it has to be coming from somewhere.
Coming from somewhere.
I'm a white female, and I come from a very fortunate family, and I pay out-of-state tuition. I'm originally from Tennessee.
Okay, welcome.
So I get absolutely nothing from the school, so I'm like,
yeah.
What is that? But I'm so
Well,
glad.
eat the rich, right?
I know,
right? What grade would you give him for his job so far as president?
I'd probably give him a C, to be honest.
Okay. So not failing him, but could be improvement.
You know what? I'm not a fan, but I'm willing to give him a chance, but I'm not loving what I'm seeing so far, to be honest.
Okay, what about you?
Probably mediocre at best.
So a C as well.
Yeah.
Okay. What could he improve on?
To be honest, I'm worried about with the tariffs upcoming and the way economists are predicting a recession. I'm about to graduate, so I'm a little bit worried about entering the workforce into a recession.
Yeah.
I remember 2008 recession. I was a kid, but I remember it. So I'm a little bit worried about what career and financial prospects look like for us who are about to enter the workforce.
Absolutely. Is that your biggest issue with him? Because that just happened within the last week. Have you been a fan up until that point?
I have not, to be honest with you. Okay. I'm just trying to keep updated with what's going on and focus on my life outside of that, to be honest with you.
I didn't really like how on a bunch of government websites a lot of LGBTQ stuff got removed.
Okay.
Like photos and names and examples. Because that's history. Regardless of how some people may feel about it, it should be up on there.
Okay. Yeah. Why is that important to highlight gay workers?
Because there's been a lot of gay people in the military for many years,
Right.
and it's good to involve all veterans, because they're veterans at this point too, a lot of them.
Yeah.
And it's good to show off, hey, the military isn't just a bunch of straight dudes, it's inclusive, it's supportive.
So are you against Trump's executive order to not allow transgender identifying people into the military?
Yeah, because we need as much help in the military as possible. It's good to want to fight for your country, and why limit that? If you have the passion for it, why limit it? Limit the people who can help.
You worried about Trump's tariffs and the economy?
No. I think that, when we talk about tariffs, there's always going to be short-term pain but long-term benefit, and nobody had the support and the widespread mandate to actually implement the tariffs. And I support, I lost a lot of money in the stock market, but I still support it because, it had to happen eventually. Free trade, the consensus, it just doesn't work. We can all agree.
As long as you're not pulling out right now, the markets will go up.
Correct.
Everything will go away. Yes. I just think people are really nervous, and Trump called them a panic hand. Did you hear about that?
No, but I totally, I get it, but I totally agree that I'm not worried. I'm not worried about the tariffs, and I support them 100%.
Yeah, countries who have tariffs on us, I think it's pretty fair if we tariff them, right?
100%. Yeah, I'm in total agreement with reciprocal tariffs, but I am more supportive of a general tariff.
Okay.
And so I see today that China implemented an extra. It's a total of an 84% general tariff now. They were never going to let us. They were never going to let us tax their imports without a fight. And so I'm interested to see how it pans out.
I guess Elon Musk becoming a big part of the government almost.
Okay.
We didn't really, vote for him. No one did. He wasn't just a part of it at all. It's more understandable about Donald Trump being part of the government because at least people voted for him, whether you do stand with him or against him. He just wasn't. He just wasn't part of it, so I don't know why he's getting so much say or control.
Okay. Are you not a fan?
I'm not a fan of it, no.
Okay. What's he doing that you're upset with?
Well, I've been hearing a lot about Doge. I'm trying to get both sides of it all. I'm hearing that Doge is getting a lot of unnecessary money getting sent out to people people who don't aren't actually getting work for it. But I also hear that it's removing a lot of I don't know how to word this well.
What do you think about the idea that colleges are filled with liberalism and they indoctrinate students and stuff like that? Are you concerned at all coming into a university that might be on your campus?
I mean, not really. We're free to share our ideas and agree with other ideas. So I find it fun to have people with different ideas.
I do too. I like that too. It's boring without some liberals crawling around whining about stuff, right?
I don't want people that agree with me all the time.
Exactly. It's less fun that way.
I also believe that gender is like, there's like in multiple cultures anywhere in the world, like there's never been like truly just one man, one woman, and that's it.
What culture?
I'm Filipino, and I study a lot of pre-colonial cultures, so like before Western influence.
Yeah.
And we had examples of like men who would do a lot of womanly activities, but they wouldn't be identified as a man. There's like a special like third title because it's fluid. I believe that gender can be fluid.
What job do you hope to get when you graduate?
I am looking to go to medical school.
Okay.
So, but until then, I'm taking a gap year.
Yeah, absolutely. Lots of bills with that.
Yes.
So the economy being good is important.
It's important to me. Yeah, it's important to me, and especially as someone who cares about the state of healthcare. And I know that with recessions come people who are not able to afford to go to the doctor. So it's important to me.
Absolutely. Hypothetically, this happens, a recession hits. We come out on the other end and the economy is booming because of these tariffs. Would you walk back what you said and say, I was wrong? I'm glad Trump did that.
I'll give credit where credit is due, but right now I'm worried. So, but I'll give credit where credit's due.
Absolutely, absolutely. What about you?
Giving credit where credit's due?
No, I mean like before the tariff stuff happened, were you a fan up until that point?
No, but I wouldn't judge somebody based on like if they are a fan or if he does do good things, then okay, great. Like, I'm not gonna like prejudge somebody for something that they haven't done yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's interesting. I don't want to get you guys in trouble, so leave them off camera. I think it's interesting that someone from Turning Point, the field rep, Caleb, is telling the students in Turning Point not to talk to me. That's really interesting. I don't know who I heard that from, so don't worry.
I'll see you around.
Yeah. So you told people that Turning Point students are not allowed to talk to me because I'm anti-Israel. What have I said that's anti-Israel?
I'm so sorry, but I got to get to my car, but thanks for coming.
You tell people that students shouldn't talk to me in Turning Point because I'm anti-Israel. What have I said that's anti-Israel?
I'm sorry, but I got to go.
So you work for Turning Point, a conservative organization, and you're telling your students in Turning Point, a conservative organization, that if I'm anti-Israel, you can't talk to me, but you won't give me proof. What have I said that's anti-Israel?
I never said that, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, they claim that you said it. Why would you tell students not to talk to me at all?
I got to get to my car. I'm so sorry.
I'm coming with you. Why would you tell students in a conservative organization that they can't talk to me? They're just students. They don't work for Turning Point. They're just in the club. Why can't they talk to me?
I'm sorry, but I got to get to my car, so thanks for coming.
This is like a leftist. This is what leftists do when they're confronted. Why can't you just tell me the truth? Tell me, back it up. Why, if you feel so strongly about people not talking to me, just back yourself up. Tell me what I've done wrong.
I'm really busy right now.
No, you're not. You're walking to your car.
Yeah, well, I got to get to my car. I got to finish up work. I'm still.
Well, great. We're walking together. So. Yeah, we're walking together. Good, you're on the clock. Then you have time to tell me why you're telling students on the clock not to talk to me, right?
I'm sorry, but it's not really my job to talk to you, so I got to get to my car, got to get back to the hotel.
No, it's your job to tell people not to talk to me. A conservative organization. What?
He kicked you out of the last one, too.
Yeah, he's the one that prevented me from going into the reserve space at Turning Point USF. If you're going to tell conservative students who aren't paid, they aren't board members, and they're not donors to Turning Point in general, students aren't allowed to talk to me. Charlie Kirk, what is going on, buddy? Turning Point is all about free speech. That's like their number one thing. Free speech, especially on college campuses. So I think it's funny that they're spreading around that I believe a certain thing, that I'm anti-Israel. I don't even talk about Israel. I don't really have an opinion on the topic at all. And I'm not just asking for proof. What did I say? He can't talk to me. And their students can't engage in their free speech to even discuss the topic with me or talk to me in general. Not even say hello, not even ask how I'm doing, not even saying, what are you filming for today? No contact at all with KAITLIN Bennett. But there's such a free speech organization. That's very interesting. I would like to know what I have said that is so wrong that students are not allowed to talk to me on their own campus. While today's visit was super quiet and my security was not needed, I always go everywhere with them. You can go to patreon.com/Kaitlin Bennett to support my work and make sure they go everywhere with me so I can film with safety. Thank you.